Feeling good, bro?
Yeah, let's go.
Ready?
Let's go.
You want to come say what's up?
What's up, chat? What's up?
It's episode number 2, and we're excited to go down the list.
Yes, sir.
We have quite a few questions today, so it's going to be fun.
Yes, sir.
We're definitely going to engage. What's up, Maggie?
Okay, are you ready, Amel?
Let's run it, bro. What's the
Alright.
first one?
Okay, Michael from LinkedIn, he said, Amel, I run a small digital agency in Dallas with 3 clients, all paying under $2,000 a month. I feel like I'm stuck at this level and can't land bigger retainers. What's the smartest way to break into 5+K clients?
You just got to charge more. I remember when we were starting off, I think my first client was like $300.
Really?
And I was like, damn, I'm rich. But then like it's scary because like, you know, you charge $300 and you're like, no one's gonna pay me $1,000, and then you like start pitching $1,000, and then you're like, damn, no one's gonna pay me $2,000, and then you pitch and then people pay you, and then you're like, no one's gonna pay me $5,000, and then like there's clients that pay you, you know. So it's like the first things first, like just increase your price, and you're gonna see if the value is there, because if people are saying no to the new price, then you're not valued at that price point. So you definitely have to be valued at whatever you want to like charge. But most of the time, like you already are, you just don't think you are, right? So just charge, like, just double your prices. That's usually like the first thing we tell all our students, just double your price and let's see what happens. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Balkanpreneur from IG, he said, if you had to pick one, Bosnia or the US, which market has more opportunity for young entrepreneurs right now?
What do you think?
Me?
Yeah.
My name is Omarpreneur. Come on, it's in the name. I think Bosnia is like, USA is so big. Like there's just so much different people. I think Bosnia, it's like a little bit smaller, so it's more easier to get like grow there than the US. I don't know if I'm wrong.
I mean, you definitely can get more recognition. That is the point. But like people's like kind of comeback. And whenever I'm like, yo, there's potential in Bosnia, they're like, there isn't potential. Like you can't compare the two countries, you know, because there's so much more money in the US. But I'm like, yeah, but there's so much more competition here.
Yeah, exactly.
And like people like hustle here. You know, like in Bosnia, like the goal isn't to become a millionaire. They say it is, but like it's not. Like they just want to make enough money so they can smoke their shisha, their hookah, and like drink their coffee and eat like burek and chavape, which is fine, right?
Yeah.
But like here, like the hustle culture is on a whole different level, where like if you're not competing at 110%, you're not gonna make it. So like that's why I truly believe you can make it in Bosnia easier than in the US, just because the competition is a lot like weaker. I won't say less, but like weaker. Because like, dude, like the people that I meet in Bosnia and all of them like run big businesses, I'm like, yo, why don't you do this? Why don't you scale? Why don't you like level up this? Like you have so much more potential here. They're like, I don't want to. I don't need to. Like I'm good. Which I respect that, you know, like the reason I'm moving to Bosnia is because like I want a little bit of that, where it's not like keep on chasing, right? But on a business point, personally, I think you can achieve more in smaller demographics than in one that's like so competitive like the US.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree with you, yeah. Okay. Prince369 from YouTube said, I've been running Facebook ads for local restaurants, but the owner keeps turning them off after 2 weeks because he panics about spend. How do I handle clients who don't give ads enough time to work?
Probably because his name is Prince, bro. So the thing with like people turning off your ads, you don't have control. That's the issue. Like he never set up control with his clients in the first place, which happened to us before as well. We would get a client, we wouldn't be in control. Like they would say, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to meet on this day, I don't want to meet on that day. Like I want to run these ads, I don't want to run these automations. And you give them control.
Yeah.
And then when you give them control, he's gonna do what he kept on doing at the beginning of the relationship. Just like if you're dating someone, if they have full control, like it's hard for you to take control after like some time, you know? So it definitely comes up with the initial expectations of signing up the client. So it's like you sign them up and they're like, hey, I want to do this. no worries, we'll test that. But the reason you reach out to me in the first place is because you're looking to implement my strategies that are proven to work. You know, so like if you want to test something, we can allocate maybe 10% of budget. But again, you came to me because you want to run our strategies. So definitely laying down that foundation in the first place is very important. Second thing is like sometimes it could skew off. So maybe you do have control and then maybe you start performing bad. Maybe you're not getting results. Maybe you're not getting leads, whatever. So the client's like, all right, let me take over control. It's always important to bring them back. But like, listen, this was expected. You know, it's like whatever the season is or whatever the reason is. But you can say like, you know, it's summer season. All of our clients in your same niche do get less traffic during June or July. This is expected. If we play too much with the strategy, it's not going to work when it's time to truly scale this, which is in August and September. So they only take control when they don't trust you anymore. So figure out why you lost trust in the first place.
I knew you're going to smash that one.
You like that one?
Yeah, I like that one. Okay.
What's up, everyone? Just want to say what's up to a few people. Who do we have? Got some Bosnians, got some Egyptians.
Whoa, what's up, Bosnia? What's up, Egyptians? I love you. Say what's up.
I got your cousin Tuki, bro. By the way, if you guys have questions, feel free to drop it here. All these questions were sent to us before. So if you got a question, drop it in. If you want to join the live call and get some clout on YouTube, feel free to request to join.
Okay, are you ready?
Let's run it.
Okay. Juiced Media from Instagram said, as someone trying to build a niche, I'm wondering how you handle potential conflicts of interest. For example, you can ethically provide SEO and ads for 2 roofing companies in the same local market. How do you approach those boundaries? That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I want to know this one too.
So that's one of my boys here locally in Tampa. And I like that question because a lot of people face that same problem. We face it still to this day because like we'll sign on a client and then we might get one of their competitors and they're like, whoa, 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 who told you you can work with my competitor? And it's like, who told us that we can't? Right? And the thing is like, we're not in the space to work with one client. Like if I work with one client, like I would go bankrupt unless that client can truly pay me a lot of money. So first things first, like if someone is working in a vertical where you might be working with their competitors, I think it's good to know how big the market is. So like for that example, he works with people in Tampa that service Tampa business owners or like whatever it is. So their only pool is Tampa. So ask yourself, how big is the market for that service? What was he doing? Roofing?
Yeah.
Roofing clients?
Yeah, roofing clients. Yeah.
So, I mean, like, how many people need roofs in Tampa? You know, how big is the market? I mean...
I'll search it up.
Let's see. How big is the market?
You got to tell me because I'm blind. I can't see.
I got you. I'm sure ChatGPT will be better than Google, but let's see what it spits out. All right, so it spit out Florida. Well, let's say it's like a third of that.
It said what?
So it said 9 billion in all of Florida, but Tampa is obviously not all of Florida. Let's say it's a third because it's one of the bigger cities. Let's say 3 billion. So all right, let's break down the math. Can one company service $3 billion worth of roof repairs? Maybe, but very slim, right? I feel like they can maybe service, I don't know, 10 million. So there's enough for like, I don't even know what the math is. I'm throwing out numbers, but I feel like it's 30 roofing companies could dominate the market. So if you're worried about 2 or 3 clients that I'm working with, you know, the market's so much bigger. So the way I like to break that one down is saying, you know, the market of roofing companies in Tampa is 3 billion, right? Your cap is 10 million. The things like with my strategy, we're going to dominate the market in the roofing industry. So you can choose to be on my side or not. Because I am going to work with other competitors. We do have an option where it is a non-compete, but for us to sign a non-compete in this specific city, it's X amount. And usually they're like, oh, fuck that. Like, I'm not signing it. Because you can tell them whatever X amount you want that maybe doesn't make sense for them. And they don't need to worry about it anyways. But like, say you're charging like $5K a month and you're like, just so you know, if you want to lock in a non-compete in this city, it's $30K a month. You know, some people might take it. We've had private like deals signed for like non-compete in the insurance space. So we had like people that were like, listen, I don't want you working with anyone else. I'm going to give you a portion of my company. Let's grow this together, you know, with like Eric, for example.
Yeah. Damn.
And that might be an option that comes about. But like, it's important to position it that way where like, listen, I know what to do in this space. If you want to work with me, it's better to work with me and maybe share the profits with my other clients, or you're not going to get any profits because my strategies are going to outperform whatever you plan on doing without me.
Yeah.
You know?
Damn, you're smashing these, bro.
You like it?
Hell yeah.
Don't be trying to start a roofing company now, bro.
Okay. IG from, okay, Sam.the.barber from IG says, I've been posting LinkedIn daily for 3 months and barely get engagement. Should I change my strategy or just keep going?
I mean, by his username, he says barber.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's truly a barber, but if you are a barber, what are you posting on LinkedIn for anyways?
Yeah,
you know,
exactly,
like LinkedIn is good for B2B. And I recently just started playing with LinkedIn. I personally never liked it because I would get like a whole bunch of messages from like Indians selling me stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm getting good like engagement with other business owners, which is cool. Like I don't get a lot of engagement, but like the ones that I do get, it's very like, it's good relationships. Yeah, my recommendation is like if you own a barbershop, don't post on LinkedIn.
Yeah, if he really is a barber, I feel like he should post on Instagram.
IG, TikTok.
Bro, I've seen like sick videos like before or after. I feel like if he does that, it'll be so clean, so nice.
I mean, the thing is like, I hated TikTok as well before, but I like it now.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you never know, like it really doesn't depend on your following count at all. Because if the content is good, they're gonna push it.
Yeah.
Right. With IG, like I feel like I'm always at the same. Like, you know, 5,000 views, like 500 likes, 20 comments. Like it's always like there.
Yeah.
With TikTok, like it might be like 400 views, and then one might be like 4K if it's good like video.
I would literally post stupid, like the most stupidest stuff on there. Ask my brother. It'll get somehow like 200 likes and like 2,000 like seen like views.
On TikTok?
Like, TikTok is nice. TikTok is really nice. It's so much easier than Instagram. Okay.
But also that barber should be running ads. So like if you're just posting organic, that's cool. But like literally dump $100 a week in like a radius of like 5 miles of where you're located, and you're gonna get clients. Maybe run like a special. Maybe say like, I mean, I would even do like your first haircut for free. Just get people into the door because like, how long have you been with your barber? Do you have a barber?
I do.
Yeah,
I'd be there. Oh, he'd be fading me out. I haven't gone in a while though. I need to go to him right now. But like I've been with him. It's like a year now, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
for like a year.
I've had my barber for 4 years. So imagine like you giving a free haircut. That's $30, if that, to retain a client for 4 years.
Damn.
So like just run the offer of like a free haircut. Like I don't know why like Americans are so opposed to giving out stuff for free. Like in Europe, it's so normal, even like in like Middle East countries, like you give out stuff for free. You come to a restaurant, here's like tea, here's like a dessert on the house. Like in the US, dude, like I've been with my barber for 4 years. He never gave me a free haircut. Like there's like some kind of respect where like, bro, I gave you thousands and you couldn't be like one time like, yo, I got you.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, the next one. Little boy from IG said, how do you balance making money today versus building your long-term wealth? I feel like I chase quick wins but never build real assets.
Damn, little boy got a deep question.
Yeah, that's a hard one. That's a hard one.
So what was the question? Like, how do you like avoid quick wins and build like long-term investments?
Here, I'm gonna tell you again. Look, he said, how do you balance making money today versus building for long-term wealth? I feel like I chase quick wins but never build real assets.
That's deep.
Yeah.
And while you're young, you are gonna chase those quick wins because while you're young, you don't look for future investments or assets or stuff like that.
Yeah.
There are like a few young people that I know that are thinking long term, but most of the time when you're like in your 20s, you don't care about politics. You don't care about your 401k. You don't care about like anything. You're just like, dude, I want to get the Lambo. I want to get the Rolex. Like I want to go to the club. I want to be able to, you know, go to like Me Market, which is a fancy place here, like in Tampa. So there is a mindset shift sooner or later where you're like, okay, I got to think about my long-term investments.
Mm.
So my recommendation is ask yourself, does this action help me long-term or not? Because sometimes, and this happens to me like a lot now, where like I get deal flow, which is like people are like, yo, get into this business venture with me. I'm starting this new business idea. Like, you want to like go 50-50. And even though like those might be like, oh shit, like someone's like literally give me half their company, long term, I'm like, this probably won't really make a big impact. It's probably gonna fail. You know? So like I need to understand that like if I'm dedicating my energy to something, long term, will it still be there? Because when I was young, when I didn't really like start thinking about like long-term investments, I used to be like, oh shit, like I want to be able to flex the fact that like I'm co-founder or co-CEO of this company because of like the LinkedIn name or like IG like bio that you might like update. But some like kind of things that like I started thinking about differently is, I mean, my family makes fun of me all the time with this because like I'm literally calculating, considering how much money I have saved, how long can I live off that money? You know? So it's like when you start thinking about like, okay, I might live until like I'm like, I don't know, let's say 80, 90, I don't know how long I'm gonna live. So for 50 years, if I spend X amount, what do I need to do to generate that X amount? So that's long-term thinking, where it's like, if I start this business, will it last me 50 years? Maybe not 50, maybe 25. What do I plan on doing after 25 when that one dies down? Will I have another business? Or can I use that money and dump into like CDs or treasuries, which I don't even know if you think about right now, right? Because you're still young. So you start like kind of diving deeper into the right topics. But my recommendation is like, just follow like a few YouTube channels that talk about long-term investments and funds. Because like a lot of people say like, if you want to secure assets to go buy a house, like I personally don't think buying a house is a smart asset. I don't know.
Do you think renting is better?
Yeah, just because like the money difference. Like right now, like if I bought a house and say the house is like $1 million, just for number 6. Damn. But let's say for 500K, it doesn't matter. But like when our rates were 3% over the long-term year, like 30-year like term, you're gonna pay double of the value of the house. So you say you bought it for 500K because all those interests, it yields to double. So really that house is $1 million. But when it's at 6 to 7% of what it is today, I don't even know if it's like 3 times or 4 times, but like you're paying like a 500K house is like 1.5 mil. But that's not counting insurance, that's not counting repairs, that's not counting all the investments that you want to like put into a house. So truly that house comes out to like 2 mil. Right? And you're like, oh, I bought it for 500 and I sold it for 700 20 years later, and you're like, oh, I made some money. But
really you lost money.
But in the meantime, I could have rented. And for that period, I could have maybe just dumped like $1 million into renting and use that extra like savings or money and dumped into the stocks. And that could have, because I think the math is like every 10 years your stock portfolio doubles. I think it's 10 or 15, I'm not sure. But like if I dump $1 million there, in 10 years, that's 2 mil, right? And another 10 years, because it compounds, now it's 4 mil. So I could have made 4 mil in stocks, or I could have truly lost money owning a house.
Okay,
right?
I didn't
So
think
like
about it that way.
you got to know like what true math is, because sometimes the math ain't math. You know.
I'm completely trash at math. I'm gonna have to lock in right now. Okay, Darko Milik from LinkedIn said, "Do you think it's smarter to post English for global reach or Bosnian for local impact?"
So that's kind of similar to the other question, where like, should you target the U.S. market or the Bosnian market? And it depends on what you're trying to achieve, because a lot of people are trying to go for the U.S. market, and obviously you got to post in English. But dude, like, you got to find a niche, because it's so saturated here where like it's hard to break through if you don't have a niche. So my recommendation is pick your unfair advantage. There's a good book, I don't think I have it here, but it's called like Unfair Advantage. And if you can build on top of that unfair advantage, allows you to be different. And let me give you an example. Say that you're a doctor and you quit the medical field and you started making YouTube. and you talk about how to transition from medical field into the business space. That's your edge. I could do it because I came from the medical field, but like a lawyer couldn't talk about that, right? Because he never went down the medical route. So like me being Bosnian, like that's my unfair advantage where like me creating content about like what's the difference between Bosnia and the US? What's it like being a Bosnian in the US? What's it like moving from America to Bosnia? Like that's the stuff that I can talk about that speaks to that audience where like there aren't that many people in my position that are creating those videos.
Exactly, yeah.
So like I will find my niche in my audience. While if I talked about business, bro, there's like thousands of people talking about business online, right? So find your unfair advantage that allows you to speak to the audience that you're looking to convert. But the thing is like, if you're not trying to convert a Bosnian audience, then why create content in Bosnia in the first place? You know?
I feel like what you were saying about like the videos you make about like Bosnia and how it's different. I feel like for Bosnian people it hits a lot because it's like it's like nice to see another Bosnian man living in America and you know building all this, you know.
I agree.
Okay, next one. Channel Guy 55 from YouTube said, Amel, how do you deal with negative comments when you post controversial Balkan content?
You're gonna get negative comments no matter what, and I personally don't mind them because they're good for engagement. You know, because literally, like what I love is when someone leaves a bad comment, someone else goes in and defends me. Because like I have like a true follower, right? So don't like care about negative comments. They're gonna happen, especially like Bosnians. They got too much time on their hands. All they're doing is just hating on people. So I don't even like think about that twice.
If you're getting hate comments, you're doing something right.
I agree.
Okay. Nicholas from IG said, do you believe balance is real or is life just about trade-offs depending on the season you're in? This is a good one. I want to hear your answer. I really do.
Read it one more time.
Okay. He said, do you believe balance is real or is life just about trade-offs depending on the season you're in?
So I recommend going and buying my book because I talk about that.
Really?
I talk about how there's seasons in life, which it's normal. It's just like we fight the season for some reason because we get sold on what we need to chase in life. My recommendation is to understand what season you're in and to go all in. So like there's seasons of partying, having fun, which is probably like up to 20, 23, I don't know, 24. And then from 24 to like 35, like you gotta start building. You gotta like build and build and build and build and like invest everything into like just building your income streams, like building your knowledge, building your relationships, like building your skills. And then usually at 35 is when you start like devoting more time to the family. So you might like decrease your building, but you might increase your time with the family, like relationships, stuff like that. So just ask yourself, like, what season am I in? Like, if you're partying, like, go ahead and party. Like, if you're 23 and you're like, shit, I'm like 23, I'm not a millionaire, like, don't worry about it, bro. Just have fun and get that out of your system. Because sometimes what I see is like people are like 40 and now they're trying to party because they never partied earlier.
This is free sauce. This is free sauce.
Go buy my book in the first place.
You know what? I'm doing it right now. Okay. Selma.fit from IG said, if you're starting from $0 today in Bosnia, what's the first thing you would do to build financial stability? Oh my God, I can't remember. Stability. Oh my God. Okay.
I don't know why my live keeps on going out, but it doesn't matter. It'll be on YouTube anyways. You just gotta go like hard on content and branding. People are so freaking scared of getting recognized in Bosnia, which is so weird because here like you just want to like have attention. You know, because like it truly is a attention economy that like Gary Vee talks about like all the time. But like in Bosnia, like sometimes like people are like, yo, I want to be out there more. I want to grow my business. I want to like make more money. I'm like, you got to be out there because if people don't know you, they can't pay you. Right. And usually when I tell them that, they're like, oh shit, but someone might recognize me. I'm like, bro, that's the point. Like, that's literally the point. So what's her name? Selma?
Selma.fit
Yeah, Selma, create more content. Go on TikTok, go on IG. If you are in the fitness space, which it sounds like you are with the username, create content. I think there's another person that is crushing it. It's like Azra Fit or something like that, which is funny that it's like similar. But she's crushing it with the content. She's just talking about like what to eat, what not to eat. You know, she calls out like a lot of Bosnian mindsets, which is good.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you need to get called out in that space. So yeah, just content. Get more people to know about you.
Every time I go out, they be like, Omarpreneur, is that
That's
you?
right,
bro. Every time. Okay. Boba8938 from YouTube asked by the way, this is the last one.
Boba?
Yeah, this is the last one. Boba8938 from YouTube said, how do you stay disciplined when no one around you is on the same path?
Your why has to be strong. Let's talk about this in my book too, bro. People just need to read my book.
Come on, guys, get the book.
There's two paths in choosing what you want to like do in life and going all in, which is you can do it in your city or you can move out. Sometimes it's easier to move out because then you don't have your friends saying, yo, let's go do what we used to do, right? If you guys used to like play soccer all the time or like play like FIFA or whatever it is, maybe you're trying to like build your website and they're like, yo, let's go like hit up some FIFA and then like it's hard to say no. Right?
Yeah, 100%.
So it's good to separate yourself as much as you can from distractions. But if you can't, your why has to be strong enough where you're like, listen, bro, like I love you guys, but in the next 6 months, like you might see me less because I'm gonna be building.
Yeah.
You know, so you might tell them like, listen, on Sundays we can connect, but every other day, like I'm busy.
Yeah.
You know,
that's a good one.
Because that's hard, man. Like I think the biggest thing that holds people back from achieving goals is like distractions.
100%, especially with friends too. It's very hard.
I know, especially like when they're like foreign friends because you're used to like always just chilling, having fun, and like you know,
100%.
Because they don't truly have the business mindset. So when you tell them like, yo, I'm building, they're like, what you mean you're building? Like, why are you wasting time with that? You know?
Yeah, that one was good. I like that question.
Is that all we got?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed another episode of Unfiltered with Amel and my boy Omar.
Omarpreneur.
This thing is frozen. It doesn't even matter.
Damn. Oh, yeah, it is frozen.
But yeah, we'll see you guys next Tuesday. If you're not subscribed, subscribe on the YouTube channel and drop us your questions so that we got you next time. Peace.